What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Cutter, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Showbiz the adult is back at it again, guys. He's back hating on Crawford, lying his ass off. The thing about it is, I don't understand how people can just let one guy just come on the internet every single day and just lie and lie and lie his ass off and just lie for no reason, bro. This guy is one of the biggest casuals in the sport of boxing. He like just gets almost every single fight wrong, and then the one or two he gets right, He's like, oh, I'm a genius. No, mother sucker. That was an upset. That was an upset. And we know upsets do happen in boxing. You know, nothing happens by coincidence, or some of these fights they do call it upsets, or sometimes he just be guessing, bro. Anyway, let's get into the topic of the video. Showbiz the adult just did a video where he claims Canelo Alvarez is more hungry than Terence Crawford. When has a fighter ever been more hungry than Terence Crawford? Now, that would make sense if Crawford wasn't, like, just listen to me for a second. What Showbiz says, the only way that could have some type of legitimacy to it, if Buck Crawford wasn't the most competitive fighter in the sport of boxing. Now, this is the most competitive fighter in the sport of boxing. He believes he could beat everybody. I'm talking about every single weight classes. We're talking about the most competitive man in boxing. And you telling me Canelo Alvarez is more hungrier than him? And people actually believe that? I'm telling y'all, this dude just comes on the internet and just lies his ass off. Like, it's almost been 3 years. I had this fool on my channel, right? He even sent me $50. We had the same argument about the Errol Spence fight. You guys are going to say, man, Errol Spence is trash. You didn't say that before the fight, bro. It has substance before the fight. You said, man, Errol Spence is gonna break Bud. And matter of fact, I got my channel taken away because of Showbiz the adult. I trolled that man so hard after the fight, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. I trolled that man so hard that he had to report me, bro. I trolled Buddy every single day for his ignorance to the sport of boxing. Now he's out here pushing a narrative that Saul Canelo Alvarez, who's been fighting C-level fighters, now all of a sudden in the biggest fight of his career, I'm talking about C-level fighters for the last couple years. Where was the hunger at when he was fighting these guys we never heard of? Where was the hunger at? Now, all of a sudden, you're going against the most competitive guy in boxing, and all of a sudden, you got the hunger of a lion, bro. You expect me to believe that when I'm putting my money on the line? Based off what I've seen from the last couple of years, you want me to believe that a guy can go from being comfortable just because he had the opportunity, which he did, to get in the ring with some of boxing's biggest names earlier on in his career. The guy had an opportunity to get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather at 23 years old. Tell me, isn't that opportunity just slap into your lap? Who gets in the ring with a legend at 23 years old? Well, Teofimo Lopez had the opportunity to get in the ring with Vasyl Lomachenko at a young age, but he arguably beat Vasyl Lomachenko. Well, he did beat him, but I thought it was a close fight. But I'm seeing opportunities. One guy had opportunities. One guy, he's just getting his opportunity now. For years, they froze him out. You're on the wrong side of the street. You haven't fought nobody. You ain't beat nobody. You're a bum. You're this, you're that. They froze this man out for years. For years, they froze Terence Crawford out. He finally gets his opportunity against the biggest name y'all claim he's fought. And now y'all take that away from him and say Earl Spence was a nobody. Now, he says, okay, since Earl Spence is a nobody, I am going to go after the biggest name in the sport of boxing, Canelo Alvarez. There is absolutely no way you could tell me Canelo, who has had the opportunity to fight all the boxing legends, when I beat him, is he going to be another nobody? That's what I'm asking you, boxing public. That's what Crawford's asking y'all. Is Canelo Alvarez going to be another nobody? How is Canelo Alvarez more hungry than Terence Crawford? What's on the line for Canelo that he's more hungry than Bud Crawford? Somebody explain it to me. 3-time undisputed. 3 different weight classes. Going up almost 3 weight classes to fight the biggest name in all of boxing. Arguably, you could say Canelo's the biggest name in all of boxing, outside of the heavyweights, right? And you're telling me the guy that's going up to make history, he could have fought Canelo when Canelo wasn't undisputed. When he let William Skull get his belt. Well, he didn't let him get his belt. The IBF stripped him. But when William Skull had the IBF belt or whatever, right? Canelo could have fought Bud without undisputed. Bud could have fought him for unified title. Bud didn't want that. Bud wanted history on the line for a reason. You got 3-time undisputed on the line, and you telling me the guy that's going for 3 times, 3 different weight classes, is not hungrier because he has a calm demeanor? Hasn't Crawford always had that demeanor until somebody gets him out of his character? Didn't he have that demeanor into the Earl Spence fight? Are people forgetting already? Until somebody in the crowd got Crawford out of his character. I hope somebody does it at the Canelo versus Crawford last press conference. I hope one of these Mexican fans says the same shit that one of Earl Spence's cousins said, or whoever that guy was that was related to Spence, said, you talking now, but you're going to hit your head. Something like that. And Crawford was like, yo, whoa, we got to be respectful. We got to be respectful because I get active. Y'all remember that? Yo, I'm going to troll the shit out of Showbiz again. I just hope he doesn't report my channel again, bro. Like, yo, come on, bro. I got a video of Showbiz saying Canelo's gonna destroy Bud Crawford, bro. This guy never learns his lesson. And you people just keep giving him a pass for this shit. This dude never learns his lesson and never even tries to understand the sport of boxing. He doesn't educate himself on the sport of boxing. He just has a huge... But I get it, though. I think I know why he's doing it. He's doing it. I guarantee you, Showbiz the adult is secretly betting on Crawford. I guarantee it. But my only thing is, why mislead the public like that? Because a lot of people look at that channel because they like his personality and his enthusiasm for the sport. They like that. So they go to that channel to have a few laugh. Oh man, you make boxing fun again. But when they listen to his prediction, they actually believe the shit. Now you're making me lose money. Yeah, I like coming to your channel, listening to you laughing and joking around, making boxing is kind of fun. But when you start predicting these fights and giving me the wrong guys, picking the wrong fighters, and just making up shit like saying Canelo's more hungry than Bud, when there's nothing at stake for Canelo. The only thing that can be at stake is the best fighter of the era. But there's too much at stake for Bud to be not hungrier than Canelo. There's more at stake for Bud to be hungrier. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you listen to a guy like Showbiz and he makes videos like that, you have to question his integrity. You have to question his mindset. You have to question him being a scam artist. He's scamming his subscribers. He's scamming his fans. And these guys are going to lose a lot of money come September 13th. It's your boy No Credit. I'm out.